Hi, my name is Babette. Welcome to Lesson 13 from Book 2 of Babette's Quick Start Guide to Theory for Fiddlers. The title of this lesson is Maybe You're Really Playing in the Relative Minor. Major keys that we've been studying up to this point have relative minors. That's right, they're related. They have the same notes, but the scale starts on a different note. The major scales, have started on 1, but that's not how it is with its relative minor. Every key signature has a major key and its relative minor. Relative minor is also known as natural minor, a pure minor, and it's also known as the Aeolian mode. The pattern for the relative minor is different from that of the major scale. The pattern for the relative minor is whole step, half step, whole step, whole step, half step, whole step, whole step. The relative minor starts on the 6th note of the major scale, and that is also called the submediant. We can easily find the 6th note by quickly going from the 1st to the 5th and then going up 1 note. Let's try it. We know that 1 sharp is the key of G major, but what is its relative minor? We can easily find this. First play G, which is 1, then go up to the 5th, which is open D, and then add 1 note, which is E. So E minor is the relative minor to G major. Even though the relative minor has the same notes as the major scale, it sounds different. So let's try that out. First, let's play a G major scale. Okay, now referring to this scale and the chart below, let's play the E minor scale. Could you tell how much sadder the E minor scale sounded? Much sadder than the major scale? Okay, now let's try another one. 2 sharps is the key of D major. What is its relative minor? Well, first we'll start by playing the open D, then go up to the 5th, open A, and add 1 note, and that's B. B minor is the relative minor to D major. And lastly, let's look at 3 sharps in the key of A. Start on open A, go up the 5th to E, add 1 note, which is F sharp. F sharp is the relative minor to A major. If you are using written music, you can usually tell if you are in the relative minor rather than in the major key by looking at the first and last chords, because we know that the first and last chords usually are the 1 chord of the piece. For example, in the key of G major, the 1 chord is G, but in its relative minor, E minor, the 1 chord is E minor. Now here we have a graphic of our circle of fifths, only this time with each major key it's also showing its relative minor. Okay, now let's look at our worksheet. Question 1. The 6th note of the scale is also known as the, now word is submediant. Question 2. What mode is the relative minor? That is the Aeolian mode. And question 3. Working around the circle of fifths below, write in the number of sharps or flats next to each key. So starting at the top, C or A minor has 0 sharps and no flats. G or E minor has 1 sharp. D or B minor has 2 sharps. A or F sharp minor has 3 sharps. E or C sharp minor has 4 sharps. Then we get to the key of B or G sharp minor, or it's also called A flat minor, and find that there are 5 sharps. Then we get to F sharp or G flat, or D sharp minor or E flat minor, and that has 6 sharps or 6 flats. Wow. So let's go to the top again where it's a little easier and go to the left. In the key of F or D minor, there's 1 flat. B flat or G minor is 2 flats. E flat or C minor is 3 flats. A flat or F minor is 4 flats. And finally, C sharp or D flat or B flat minor is 5 flats. And there you have it for your lesson on Maybe You're Really Playing in the Relative Minor. I'm looking forward to seeing you for the next lesson. We only have a few left to go in this book. So until then, bye-bye.